Yes, I admit I got a thinking problem. She's always on my mind. Her memory goes round and round. I tried to quit 1,000 times. Yeah, I admit I got a thinking problem. Fill the glass up to the top. I'll start with loving her. Oh, but I don't know when to stop. I'll wake up and right away. Her name is on my lips. Once a memory starts to flow, I can't stop with just one sip. Yes, I admit I got a thinking problem. She's always on my mind. Her memory goes round and round. I tried to quit 1,000 times. Yes, I admit I got a thinking problem. Fill the glass up to the top. I'll start with loving her. Oh, but I don't know when to stop.
Dave and Paul, great to see you. The man with the thinking problem is
My
back.
pleasure. Good to be here.
Still got a thinking problem 25 years later?
Yes, I still have the thinking problem, and I don't want to lose the thinking problem. I want to,
We love the thinking problem.
keep that approach to all I do. I like to kind of not know, what I'm doing, see what happens.
25 years ago, Thinking Problem album, a whole handful of hits came out of that, especially Thinking Problem with number 2 song.
Yeah.
And then Riding with Private Malone came along a few years later. I love that tune.
Yes, thank you very much.
Well, I was just out of the service, thumbing through the classifieds, when a night that sad old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn, with 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. When I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath. What she called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills. What a thrill I got when I sat behind the wheel. Opened up a glove box, and that's when I found a note. The date was 1966. This is what he wrote. He said, my name is Private Angel Malone, and if you're reading this and I didn't make it home, but for every dream that shudders, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. And though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone.
Proud to do that song, that was written for all the guys that came out of Vietnam, and it just kind of set it back a little bit. Everybody was so hostile to those soldiers when they fought, came back to this country, and so I think Malone just kind of was a nod to those guys because they kind of got a raw deal.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk, Texas fabulous flashback.
Well, I like your hat. I wanted to compliment
I was
you.
going to ask you that because you made a comment 10 years ago. That's the last time we met. You meet so many people you don't remember, but I was wearing this hat. It was a different. It was one of the earlier versions.
Earlier versions, yeah.
It's kind of evolved a little bit.
I thought maybe you'd polished it up or something because it's got some whang to it.
some new plastic up there, but
Yeah.
I think the comment you made, I don't know if you remember this.
Okay. What was my comment
You
last?
said, well, I think it looks a little funky.
Should not. That doesn't sound like me.
You said, I think you got to go with the hat or just with the crown, but I don't know about the two together.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
But since then I've loosened up a lot.
Yeah.
I'm more open to things.
You've seen it all now.
Yeah, I've seen it all, I tell you.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk, Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk, Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been?